Oh, let's see if this works. Boom. Boom. Shake the room. All right. Okay, cool. All right, I think everything should be good. Let me see if I can get the chat up. 10K spill the alpha. What alpha? I don't have alpha. No one. I don't have alpha, right? No one. Everyone wants the alpha when things are going pretty well, when everything I said came true. But no. No. What alpha are you talking about? Idiots. Could be. Look, I'm not saying that it's not in the situation of shorting, but I would say this. I've done a video. You guys should check out my Insta. The Insta video is really, really important. Why is this not working? Brev, why are you not working? Yeah, so if you check out my my check out my Instagram, you'll see the my daily videos are mainly going to be on there now from now on. Is this working? Is the chat working? 1 second. Can I see? No, of course not. Of course not. Why would it work? Why would it work? Tell me why. Why would it work? Let's try this again. Yes, that's right, boys. All right, okay, cool. We are crack-a-lacking, it looks like. All right, good, 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 good. Yeah, so if you guys want to check my daily videos on what's happening, how what's going on in the market, it's gonna be there. I'm growing that out now. Anna, you there working for me? But nothing's working. What do you mean? Is anything working? What's not working? What? Everything good? If you guys could share, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Like literally amazing. All right, let's go home. I think we're good. Are we streaming? I think we're streaming. Yep, I think we're streaming. Let me see if I can get the names on out on there. It's become a daily thing now. But why is the chat not working? This is a real interesting situation. Oh, okay. It should be working. I wouldn't say we're back. Let's not get too hasty here, guys. I wouldn't say we're. Why is this not working? That's the real question. Is the screen working? Yeah, that's working. Why is the chat not working? What? Why? Can someone tell me why? Why, Brev? Hmm. Let's try this one more time. All right. Okay. Put that out. All right. One more time, guys. I'm going to try this one more time. You know, if all else fails, you restart. Let's get to previous highs. What is 9? I'm going to say, are you going to show? Yeah, I'm going to. I'm trying to get it done. It's not out of not trying to get it done. In it, Brev. But it ain't wanting to do stuff. Why you don't want to do stuff? Oh, oh, did we are we getting sometimes I find, right? And this is a normal thing that I seem to be getting these days, right? It just doesn't want to work when you want it to work. Why is that? Can someone explain that to me? Albert, how are you doing? Oh, thank you very much. Pretty good. I'm doing all right. We made some good trades. Things are going well on that side, so I'm pretty happy. I'm very cautious of the last 2 days. The volume makes it look like just a pullback. Yeah, but look, I'm gonna if I can just get the chat to work. Why is this not working? Yes, it is, but I'm gonna be doing it on here for this. I'm growing this channel. I don't care anymore. Like if TikTok can do that to me. Aha. Oh my god. Is it working? Oh my god. That was a nice waste of everyone's time. I like it. And it makes me happy that that sometimes I waste time rather than the other way around. Not to say you guys waste time. I didn't say that. You know what I mean. Shush. Right. I, I can't. I don't want to talk about it. Just, I got added by someone today. the extent the extent that some like scammers go to is it's impressive. It's so impressive that sometimes you think, look, if you could just put that energy into actually doing something, you guys would do so much, right? You would be so good. Right. Okay. Right. Everything's moving, everything's going well. You guys can see the screen, everything's all good. Chat's going, everything's going, moving's yeah, la, 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 la. All right, cool. Now, where are we currently in this scenario of where we are right now? Hello, Lamar, how you doing? If you want to see this, in a better way, you can do that. I'm doing it this way because I just don't want people to see my face anymore. That's how it works. That's how I roll now. It's not about face anymore. It's about emotions. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's so dumb. Look, we have done some interesting things right now, right? We've swept and tapped the exact top of the area that I talked about. Absolute perfect area of connection, and we're looking like we're sweeping the lows and trying to access some of that. You have a chart, yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's not going to be good, but you'll see. It'll be enough for people to understand. Looks like we sweep the lows and we're having a bit of a ring. Is that if you go into the low, please work. My internet's been a bit funky these days. Yeah. If you go into the lower time frames, it looks like a change of structure a little bit, right? We're looking like we're in a small frames structure break. If you guys want, anyway, by the way, anyone wants to see my screen, you guys could see it on either on the tube or if you guys want to check it out, right? You guys can check it out. It looks like we've got a small change of structure here, right? This bit here looks like we might have some continuation on the a lower time scale, but we have a lot to go yet. A lot to go. Now, I've done a video about it. It's on it's on Insta, right? You guys can see my understand. I'm growing that as well. The main channel will stay, and I will do. So you're gonna need to have access to all three of them. Unfortunately, if you don't want to do it, then you'll miss out on some of the key factors. But I'll say this: in my humble opinion, we're coming into a very key area right now, and it will be the make or break of this market, basically, right? The make or break of this market, and that make or break of this market comes down to a singular thing. This 98 to, let's say, 98 to 97.8, this area here is going to be the deciding factor. Now, what happens from this point on will decide whether we get into Albert, I think you were yeah, I know it did, but I'm not utilizing it. The scammer will that's how they find me on the live. So I'm going to be growing this until we get to a certain level, and I'm growing my Insta as well. All the main videos are going to be there, the ones that actually count are there. What was I saying? Yeah, I believe that we will go and possibly test this area. I said it previously as well. I need everyone to listen to what I'm saying. So when you guys go back and re-listen to what I'm talking about, you will have a clear understanding of what is going on. If anyone wants to see what's going on, by the way, on my screen, you can see it on this, like on either on the tube or on X. You guys can go check it there, and also follow and like and do all that kind of stuff. People on the X, I'm gonna ask you guys for a favor, right? This is gonna be a favor. I don't ask it normally, but if you guys can retweet this live, if I can, I mean, there's 100 of you there now. If you can, like 20, 30 of you can retweet. Let's just say 10. Let's get to 10 people retweeting this live. Would mean the world. Honestly, would be absolutely incredible. Now, where are we right now? Look, I would say that we are on the verge of a counter rally to what I would describe as the 50-day EMA on the weekly. This week, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if this rally goes and potentially taps this 98 area. I would not be surprised, right? There's also every chance that this thing can go and test the midwick, because that's also a possibility here. There's also a midwick a level here, which is around the 83. It could come down, test the 83, and then break up. But I'm almost, in my humble opinion, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy in a sky bunker. You know what I mean? I have no idea what's going on in this world. In fact, I'm like, what's happening? What's happening, right? I believe that this area, one way or other, is going to be tapped. And what happens here, what happens at this point, and then later at the 100, if you break this, and what happens at the 100,000 level, right? Actually, 102, 104,000 level is going to be whether we go into a further bear market or like a bearish price structure, which could potentially go all the way down and test this 200-day moving average, right? Which will be around the 70, I would say 75 area. By the time it gets down to there, it'll probably be around this 75 area here. So the bottom of this barrel, or it could even go down to the 68, 69, right? These two areas here could be tested. And if it rejects off these areas, because what will happen is that there will be a larger market shift and a complete understanding of what a lower high is. If it goes here, it means that it's 1, 2, and a retest that's not gained previous levels. What that will in essence mean, what will it would do, is that it will confirm a downtrend. We've already closed the third weekly candle that's red, which usually means a continuation. So the chance of that happening is higher than not, right? A lot of things have happened in the past. A lot has happened in the past. There's been many occasions. In fact, in 2021, I think, where we did something very similar there and had a massive counter rally up, and then we moved from there. Hello, Keith, how you doing? You're killing it in the pro group, man. Right? That's the way it is. They will blame it on PP. We'll see. I mean, the Fed cut could actually I mean, it's coming into the area where the Fed cut could also bring it down to these areas here. But I would say is this way, right? I'm going to give you the probabilities of what's going to happen. I'm going to give you, in my humble opinion, I don't know what I'm talking about. In fact, anyone who listens to me is an idiot, because I am not going through all that hate ever again. That was wild. It was wild. The amount of hate I got for people who made their own decisions, man. What the hell? It's honestly, all the people that sold down here. Sorry, I have to. You guys made me go through hell, right? All the people who don't sell down here are very quiet right now. Very, right? Let's not go there. But what I would say is that I'll go in the probability or likelihood of what's going to happen, right? I would say most likely, and you're not going to really like what I'm going to say, right? The fact that we've closed 3 weekly candles in red, to me, gives me a further continuation of a potential bearish price movement, even though there will be a counter rally. I'm expecting either a rejection at the 890, like this 98 area, or probably around the 105, 104 area on the weekly. That's what I'm expecting, right? And then from there, that could be a potential point where you could either get out, or you can short it all the way down, which I would expect in the possible next, until May, I would say, until around May. Not now, May. Tomorrow we will go down again. I think around half December we'll go to. Yeah, I'm not saying tomorrow this is going to happen, but I'm saying within this December period-ish, we will hit these levels here, right? And I think that it will most probably reject from those levels. And I think until about May, this will probably tick down towards 75, maybe 70. Usually what happens is when these things pull back, they will pull back more than you feel comfortable, right? It will push the boundaries of you be like, oh my God, should I sell? it will make you feel like that. Or, oh, should I? This is over. This is gonna go down to 30 or to 50. You'll see people screaming these crazy numbers, as is the case when it starts going up to the top, and it's like, oh, it's gonna go to 500,000. That kind of crap, right? So we will get the continuation of both sides in that manner. So we will see what happens there. That's why what's happening is in that a bullhorn formation. Oh, you mean that? Oh yeah, okay, fair enough, right? So we will get something in that manner. If this run up will most probably, due to the Bitcoin dominance chart, this thing here, as Bitcoin will rally, right? And on every single way that Ella reads that word, them, you don't know, you're the best, and you're very grateful for all the best ever quality information. Man, that is so nice. That's very kind of you, Pivoka. That's very, very kind. It's nice to hear a good thing here and there. Now, what I will say is that because of the way that Bitcoin dominance is going, you're going to see an outperforming of alts. Yes. Do you guys hear that? Anyway, right. So that's that situation. So we'll probably see an outperformance of alts and most probably ETH, which in essence, I think my cat's going through a bit of a moment. Most probably you'll see an outperformance in ETH, which, I mean, okay, I'm gonna say we almost caught the bottom of this. We almost caught the bottom of this. I don't want to go into it. That was one of, like, I missed it by. Anyway, let's not go there, right? So you'll probably see an outperformance of ETH to Bitcoin, and vice versa. You'll see altcoins also do some real good numbers, as you can see that as Bitcoin goes up and ticks up. What has been? What are we talking about here? What kind of percentage should we move here? We did a 3.5% move, and the alts went 15-20% move on all things. Now, not all alts, right? You sound like people from Trinidad and Tobago. What? What? I sound like I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, man. Anyway, right. So there's that aspect that's going on here. It's hungry. It's hungry. You mean he's hungry? These are family members, all right? This is it hungry thing. All right. You will see, as I said, certain. I've done videos of this. Everyone slated that video as well. You'll start seeing popcorn effects. You'll see certain coins do crazy moves and crazy numbers. In fact, how do I? Yep, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there we go. You'll see certain coins do crazy numbers, and where others will just do singular digit moves, like 3%, 4%, but some have done 15%, some have done 10%. All of these type of things that people expect to see, right? But what's key? Alts performing my profile didn't get the what I said. Certain alts will outperform. You'll get popcorn effect, as you will see right now. Bitcoin has gone up 3%, and say, let me pick one. Sui went up 13.5%. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. So you'll get something on that level as this moves up. But the truth is also the way backwards as well. If this rejects off these levels here, I'm assuming above this key level, the 55 level, because previously at key levels here, where you see the 55 bounce off the 50 level, 50%. I use the 55. I think it's much cleaner. 55 level there, 55 level there, 55 level there. If this regains and settles above the 55, then we have a higher chance of this performing more. And as this moves up, so will the alt move, which looks like they are far more what's your non-finance advice on how to sell off my alt back in the next few months? Hold until my own price predictions, or wait till drop next coming month? It all depends on your time scale, man. I can't tell you what to do. If you're okay with waiting a couple of years, then great. If you're not, then cut your losses and try potentially trading your way out of it, which will be probably the next six to say 8 months of this being in somewhat of a downturn, which you can still play a lot. You can still make a lot from it. Ask anyone in the pro group, and I'm not saying anything. Anyone who's in the pro group here, write what is going on. I'm not over exaggerating anything. And there's a new guy coming. So this is the thing that people don't get, right? And this is what really bothers me. The more people enter, the more I have the ability to bring in some crazy people. Watch what comes out of Matrix channel. Just watch. You're going to be like, what is this guy on? What is this guy on? You're going to see when he is actually talking to you, right? Right? You will understand. You'll be like, what is, it's like esoteric and like algorithmic and a game theory and all this kind of stuff. The guy is insane, right? He's insane. 1 second. Right, that's that situation, right? Now, can you talk more about your program and explain what it's about? It's literally full market analysis. There's 5 pro traders in there, like serious people. 2 of them are famous. I can't say anything other than that, right? And they give signals, they give market analysis, they give you market structure movements, there's teaching, there's early plays, the whole thing. It is, I think there's what, 8 channels? 8 channels? I think everyone that has gone in there has done that. And but I will say this, right? This is the one thing I want to say. Oh yeah, there's also gold. There's also gold level as well. So for gold trading is there as well. The last trade the guy did the gold. Can't say the number. I'll say it after the TikTok so you guys can understand, right? The last one, the guy was, yeah. What's it? Turn off. I don't want co-host. Anyway, so there's that situation. But I will say this, right? Yeah, Batman is my goat. Yeah. I will say this. You are now all probably going to get a message that someone is saying it's me. I will in no way or other. If you want to see my face, you can see it. You can see it either on the tube or on the X, right? I will in no way message you. Ever. The only way you can do it is by Learn by Alvarez group. That's it. The only way. There's no other way you can get in contact with me. I will not message anyone. Yeah, it's cool, right? The chat's really cool as well in the pro group. It's a really just a nice place to be. It's just brotherly, sisterly love. We're all trying to help each other out. It's a good place to be in this crazy world, right? There's no toxicity at all. Now, I love how Bitcoin is moving as I'm talking, but whatever. Look, this is what I expect to happen in this on this side. On the sea, it's wild, man. It's constantly people are trying to get on my live. I've never seen anything like it. I'm turning it off. I don't want invitations. It's completely beginner friendly. Ask anyone. Look, go on to the chat on the tube and ask there, and they will tell you. Is it beginner friendly? Anyone here, please? Please explain to anyone who's on there. I'm not saying anything. It's all them who want to do it. Again, if someone messages you, my God, stop co-hosting. I don't want to co-host. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to co-host with you. It's probably the scammers still after my account again. This is why I don't like, you know what I mean? So that's that situation, right? That's the way it's moving forward, and that's the way it will go. Now, look, I want to show you some key bits of information so you guys are on the understanding of what's going on and what's happening. And I'll say this, right? Is this few things. I got some information, right? What's up? Hello, Steve-O. How you doing? Again, if everyone on the X could 1 second, could retweet the live, that would be very much appreciated. We got 10. Can we get another 10 more? It doesn't mean much to you guys, but it means everything to me if that can be done. Now, I got some information, and this is really, really interesting. Like, really, really, really interesting. So you guys all know the Atlanta Fed GDP predictions, right? The forecasts that they do. The forecast that they do, right? And I got. I don't know if I can I show this to you. I don't know if I could show this to you. So I got. I don't know if I can show this to you. I'll put it in the program. I'll just tell you about it. Uh, what do you think happens at 98? I think a rejection will happen, unless something unbelievably bullish comes along. If something truly like wild comes along, right? I don't see where the liquidity is going to come. Now, I will say this. I will say this. Anyone who follows my ex saw this tweet, right? And people got so angry with me. It's unbelievable. It's just like a constant anger that people have towards me. I don't know what it is, right? Everyone saw this. By the way, I literally said it, and 10 minutes later, this thing ETH went absolutely parabolic. But I'll show you this, right? I said something here. Where was this? This here, right? I said something here. I said, good morning. I had a talk with a hedge fund friend of mine. Let's say I know something you don't. Do you know who did know what was going on? Everyone in the pro group I gave a voice note to. And I said something there. I said something there, and I said, according to what I heard, and this is all recorded. Everyone here, everyone in the pro group can vouch for this. They can completely vouch for it. I'm not going to say anyone's going to say, oh, no, you didn't say that. I did a voice note, and I said, look, I talked to a very big hedge fund friend of mine, very big guy, right? And they said what they are waiting for, and this was before everyone else knew about this, by the way. I'm just letting you know. I said that in the next 1 to 2 weeks, right, they're going to start allocating back into Bitcoin, because what they were waiting for was this sell-off was reloading all of the market makers' liquidity, right? That's what was going on. They are reloading the market liquidity. Once that is reloaded and that is ready, they are going to start allocating hard. And they said probably in the 1 to 2 weeks, possibly around the December period, they're going to start putting in. And it's not just Michael Saylor, it's hedge funds, it's all of that. Because what they didn't want to do, is actually be the exit liquidity for these market makers that were trying to regain liquidity that they lost in that massive liquidation event that I did a video about and no one watched, right? You know all those videos I do and put time into and you guys never watch? You know those videos? You know those ones? Yeah, those ones, right? Those ones that you guys never watch. And I did it. Anyone on there, everyone can attest to it. Everyone can say if that happened or not. I told everyone. I told everyone. That's why you guys should really like follow the X as well if you guys are interested. Or you don't, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. Now, where I was going on is that we might slightly start seeing the movement of all these type of things, right? I cry to watch your live. Why are you crying, man? Don't cry. Why are you crying? Why is this guy crying? Anyway, but what I will say from the same guy, and I'll put this into the try. Okay, try. I've been crying too. I think we've all been slightly crying, right? Um, I'll say this from the same person. I got. Can I say that? I don't think that. I don't. Where do I join? I'll show you. Talk faster, man. Hey, there's all levels of people in here. Just because you can understand it quicker and you have a limited time on the bathroom that you need to get by, right? Uh, doesn't mean that I need to go for extra fast speed. Just enjoy your process and all that kind of stuff. Is that jam? Is that actually jam? Oh, God, honestly. Anyway, this is a situation where we're look now. I had a conversation with I had a conversation with the same guy that gave me the information about the liquidity things, right? And they said they got a pre-release document of the Atlanta Fed GDP growth, right? There's a forecast of where GDP was going to be going. And now it depends how you take this report. On one side, it states that the estimated GDP growth for December was going to be a very big number, a very, very big number. Now, whether that would be a good sign for rate cuts or not, I'm not too sure. But what you will find, and if you search this, you will find that the GDP Atlanta Fed GDP numbers predictions will not be released. They canceled the release of this. Now, I'm not saying there is any foul something going on here, but I have it. And no one else does, right? So I'm just letting you guys know that the forecast was going to be very large predicted GDP growth in the market. Now, one more thing I will say, right? Remember when I said to everyone, and I said it to everyone, I said, look, there's something not making sense here. Not to say that we're going to have a full reversal or anything on that level. Things are still on a bearish price action. Everything about this is still relatively bearish. We are not looking strong for a full recovery. We will get some form of counter rally going up, but where that will settle is another matter. But I will say this, right? Stock valuations, and if we go to the S&P 500 here, stock valuations right now. Let's get rid of all this. Stock valuations. Everyone was saying this. Everyone was talking about and saying, you know, there's a bubble. It's not working. Things are not in the right place. It doesn't make sense. This, that, and the other. Like, these are not in the right, you know, everything needs to be revalued and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Then please explain to me why the price per earnings, right, are at absolute 10-year lows. And we're at almost all-time high. Let me show you one more thing. Pay attention. I'm going full, you know, Mac Daddy on everyone, right? I'll say this as well. Look, let me show you some other stuff. Pay attention. Let me check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. All right? Check this out. I'll show this as well, right? And you're gonna like this. This one you might like. I want to just make sure this is the right thing. Let me just make sure. I don't want to. No, that's not it. Right. I'll also show this. This is a really interesting little graph that you guys should all really, really understand. When price per earnings sit at this level, and at the same time, federal funds rate looks like it's going to be reduced if the rate cuts happen. What happens? 91%. This is an actual 91% of the time is a full recovery of all-time high of the S&P 500. Please, who else gives this information? And no one's pressing likes on my live. Who else? I'm giving you this information that people possibly charge all these people that are like, oh yeah, I got this correct, so join my group type of thing. I'm giving 99% of everything free on this live, right? And people still report me. It's just hilarious and get angry and throw hate at me, right? So what this means is that we're expecting a 91% chance that the S&P 500 is going to make a full recovery to all-time high. At least to all-time high, which looks like a 3% move, right? A 3% move. What was this? This is a 4.8% move. We're looking at least. Finally, you're showing charts, Stewie. Thank you. I always it's here. You can actually see it clear high definition on this and on X. High definition and high definition on here, all right? Full high definition. Now, one more thing, and this is a long shot, right? I don't want to give false hope to people. It is that German? Ronald, if is that German? Thank you so much for joining, but I don't I can't read that. Sorry. I watch my phone to watch the lives. Man, I know you're in the bathroom, all right? I know that 90% of all my viewers are bathroom buddies, right? I know. I know. Is it Dutch? Oh, it's Dutch. Right? I know. I'm I'm pretty sure I'm more intimate with everyone than their wives at this present moment. There's a lot of intimacy going on at this present moment. Some mostly, you know. Anyway, whatever. It's cool. Whatever. Right? I'll show you one more thing. Now, I I'm gonna give you the odds of a full recovery of Bitcoin to Elon needs to fix the lag for writing messages. It takes like 1 minute. Oh no, you need to. Does it? Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna give you a percent. Someone worked out the percentage and the chance of a full blown recovery. That's why I'm saying I don't want to give false hope. I just like to give a bit of hope here, a little bit, un peu, like small jiggy wiggy, right? We need to make roughly to get to, I'll put it here, to get to 150,000. I'm helping you from some new members from the pro group. Anyone that brings people to bro, they get an extra month. That's it. That's all I can say as well. Anyone that wants to bring it, you can add a month. They see the type of thing, right? I'm gonna bring hopium to you guys, right? I'm gonna say this, right? The maximum that Bitcoin could potentially get to if things go wild, if things go crazy, all things aligned by the end of the year is $150,000 Bitcoin. That is the maximum it has ever tried to have achieved, and that was in 2021. And it's happened. This type of move has only happened 3 times, ever 3 times, and we would need to make roughly a 78% gain, right? So we're talking about it's not out of the realm of reality, because I'll say this, right? I'll say this. The reason why there is a potential chance of this happening, and I'm saying this just to give a bit of hopium, there is a low, I think it's a lower chance than that. I think it's a lower chance than that happening, but stranger things have happened in Bitcoin and in cryptocurrency. We have not had a, let me show you the stages 1 second. This is a better way to do it. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Do you like the quality of the keyboard? One second, I want to show you this. Where's that graph? You know that graph that shows stuff? yeah, welcome back. All right, thank you so much. Let's get freaked out. Let me show you the graph that shows stuff. I like to be very clear, all right? Can I put it on here? Well, that worked. that worked. That worked so well. Let's see. This is not working. But why? Why it not work? Let me just save this 1 second. 1 second. It's gonna be worth it, guys. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Just wait. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be incredible. Check this out. It's gonna be out of this world. Your mind is going to be blown. Full blownage at the moment. Right. Right now, We are on. Actually, it's the wrong one. 1 second. Let's put this here. All right. We are on a cycle. Hurry. Did you just hurry me? How's that going to make me hurry more? We are on, and I am as Delulu positive as they come. All right, cool. We have I mean, not technically, in every way possible. If this is the top, right? We have topped without euphoria. This is a non-euphoria top. Now, I'm not going to say that Bitcoin hasn't done a non-euphoria top before. It's definitely possible. It's 100% possible. By the way, if anyone wants to watch this, see this screen perfectly, you can go to the Tube or the X, right? Is it possible to bear market until 54? I would say around 75-ish, because I'll show you why I say that, right? So we've not had that. We're currently topping, not on euphoria at all, right? We've had a non-euphoria top on this on Bitcoin and on this market in general. But what's really important is this. It has happened before when a non-euphoria top has happened. But it's also been the case where we've had a pullback in a previous bull market and have had a massive recovery back. It's happened 3 times before in the last 10 years. It has happened. It is possible. I'm just saying it's very unlikely. I'm just trying to give you guys as much space to absorb what there's a possibility to, and what most probably the likelihood of what's going to happen is we will get a run, tap and produce a lower high, which will be anything below this level here, the 123, right? And then reject down and have a slow, gradual move down to what will probably be the 200-day support band between the 66 to 70,000 market Bitcoin. Oh my God, is this still bullish macro? What are you talking about? This isn't a bear market yet. What is going on? When you guys write something, right? When you guys write something, understand that I've been doing this live for about an hour, right? So a lot has been said before that. I'm just giving you I'm just saying what possible scenarios there are. Please, I beg you. I beg you. That's not what I said. All right? I'm begging you, take it as a whole, not as a piece. That also works in the bathroom as well, right? Take it as a whole, not as a piece. Take your time. It's not good for your digestive system, right? Now, Tom Lee said something similar a few days ago. It takes 8 weeks for MMs to recover. I said it, F16 Falcons, right? I said that before Tom Lee in my private group. And everyone here in the pro group, everyone here can attest to it. Everyone can. Oh no, we missed the good stuff. Don't worry. Someone threw hate. I was happy. It wasn't hate, but people got angry with me. It makes me happy. People are emotional, which is good, right? It's fine. That's that situation where we are, right? Now, one other thing that gives me a bit of a why I'm thinking this could potentially be the reverse valley and, you know, lower high and then slow move. Brother, I failed the damn drag. Man, Lamar, did you talk the guy up? Were you like, Brev, like, how'd you get in? Look, this is how you do it, Lamar. You have to get to know the guy. You have to say, how did you get into this business? Why are you doing this? Why? What? Like, what was the idea of being a driver? You want to be self-employed? Oh, that's really good. That's really, it's really admirable that the amount of risk that you've taken to do something on your own and all this kind of stuff, that kind of thing. For sure, retail say bye bye and not for next cycle. How'd you know? The usual denial when the bull market has broken many such cases. Usual denial when bull market has broken. Oh my! I just cool. I don't know what else to say, man. Cool. I mean, okay. I'm assuming you just joined. That's. I mean, I'm talking about the various scenarios. Now, I will say this. I will say this. What makes me not so why it gives me the feeling that we will most probably produce a lower high is MicroStrategy, right? And it's this. The reason why I say this. MicroStrategy, in essence, is a full-blown leverage play of Bitcoin, right? And this classification thing that is going through, I don't think is going to be an issue because MicroStrategy isn't a fund. It's not a fund. It's a share issue. I looked into it. They could be a bit problematic about it, but I think it's more of a FUD issue than anything else. Because this is full blown downtrend, broken its key support level. I'm expecting this to most probably come up, tap the bottom of that, or tap the 200. Oh, we all know. No, let's go on the monthly. Let's go on the weekly. 1 second. All right. We will most probably see a lower high built on this. So it could probably come back and find resistance at the support band on here, or it will break through and reject off this key level here. These two levels here is going to be one of the key factors of where this thing will return back down, right? It will be an area where it will produce a lower high. If this does a monster rally back and produces a higher high, then all bets are off. Then we are in a very interesting place. But I just don't know. This is MicroStrategy. I just don't know. If you want to see what's happening on my screen, you can look at this, and you could look at this. These two are the key areas where you can look at, right? You'll see my screen. I actually need to change that to say see my screen at the top because I'm explaining it too much. MicroStrategy no more than you expect, but buy more in situation. Okay, fine, whatever. But what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. All right, what this is saying and showing is that we are in a scenario where this is a very bearish graph. Do you expect a bigger pullback soon, or I'm quietly cautious that we're going to go and possibly slowly. I mean, we'll get sort of like, usual price action where we'll get certain pullbacks and runs and pullbacks and runs to a certain point. You saw Bitcoin. Arjun. Is that Arjun? Bro, your mustache is back. You saw Bitcoin? Is that Arjun? That looks like Arjun. The mustache is very, very Arjun at the moment. Guys, can we confirm this is Arjun or not? God. Anyway, right. So this is giving bearish vibes, unfortunately, right? That's a problem. Whatever. But we can still there's still a lot that can be made and played. Look, I will say this, and if there's one thing you remember about this live, please make it this, right? You know what? In fact, can I type it down? All right, you know what? I'm going to do something. I want everyone to really I want this to be so clear in your mind and understand this fact. It's so important that I can't. I mean, I'm trying. I want to find the perfect way to do it. Right. Let's do that. That looks kind of funky with all the kind of stuff. I'm going to show you something. Right. I'm going to write. Why is this not working? I'm going to write something, and this is really, really important. Right. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it onto the screen because I can't say it because it's on TikTok, right? But I want everyone to really grasp this. This is something that you need to all grasp and understand that you guys are actually in a very unique place, right? And I'm going to explain this to you why. Where did that go? Right, let's try that again. Here, can you read that? Can everyone read this? Right? Everyone that was here made that. This is what everyone needs to understand. You guys are in a very unique place because you know why? You gotta like what I'm gonna say next. Say it is over. Say we do this, we go up here, we reject that, and it slowly goes down towards the 70 to 75, 8, whatever, these areas here. I'm assuming the support band is going to be somewhat, maybe, unless there is something wild that happens, I'm slightly moving toward that happening, right? But I will say this. Cocktails and dreams. I've been on live for over an hour. Please stop saying stuff without understanding what is going. I want everyone to understand that, right? And I will say this, right? And I'll say this as well, right? I am a person that you definitely should not follow. In fact, I am here in full Shakespearean pantomime mode. If only you could see what I was wearing, I'm in full Shakespearean gear. And if you follow my advice and hear what I'm saying, you, at the highest possible level of understanding, are really, really stupid. I'm telling you now, do not listen to what I'm saying. These are just my opinions. I'm doing a pantomime at this present moment. Please, everyone can be privy and understand to this fact. Do not listen to what I'm saying, right? But if I had to say something, is this, right? Because it comes from my experience. Don't listen to me. But I will say this, right? And you're going to like what I'm going to say right now. Because it's my humble opinion. Don't listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm going to say. If don't worry guys, you don't have to send any likes to me, no problem. It's not like wait, where's the X? 1 second. Let me see if anyone retweeted this live. Did anyone retweet it? Ah, you guys retweeted it. That's amazing. Can like 10 more people retweet it? That'd be amazing. You guys would be out of this world. I will say this, and this is super duper important, and I want to understand. You got to get to the crescendo at this present moment, right? Is this: if we topped without Euphoria, MCP, you don't have to be here, man. Do you think I'm gonna say it longer, like quicker, if you just say it, man? Oh my god! If we topped without Euphoria, and we're going into a rate cutting cycle where QT is going to stop, when everything is going to happen, right? Where do you think, and what do you think is going to happen when this comes around again by the end of this small little bearish movement? Explain that to me. And that should be your little happy moment in your mind. Know that when things are at that point, I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it. I'll say it after I'm off the of the tickety talk, right? But I'll say this, right? If you want to hear it after I get off, it's going to be here and here. One of these two places I'm going to be talking about. This is what I'm going to be saying, and this is what's really, really important to understand. That you are going to be in a unique environment where we haven't had Euphoria, and where liquidity will be coming back and people will be absolutely chomping at the bits to be able to get into a place and you will be the people, you will be people who are here, who are here, right? People who bought here. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my understanding of it. But again, I'm telling you, out of the bottom of my heart, do what is best for you, not for me, right? I'm just going on my own stupid experience from living in a sky bunker. This is the real Alvarez. It is the real Alvarez. It is, yes, it is the real Alvarez. You know how you can tell? If you go and look at these bits here, if you go here and here, you will see my face. Yeah? But when? I would say this. I would say by May. I would say by May. If this doesn't look, I'm giving you the worst case scenario here, right? I'm not giving you like I like to say things as it is, right? But keep this in your mind, please. I need everyone to understand this. Where we're going to 66 before blow off top. We don't know if we're gonna get a blow off top. I would say less likely than not that we may not get that. So fill up your bags around 75. I can neither confirm or deny that being the right way to do it. That's what I can say. That's it. That's what I want everyone to really, really understand what's going on here. Right now, we are in a very unique place where there's a lot that you can play around with. A lot that can be, you can make a lot from this. I just want everyone to understand that, and people who are sitting in our pro group can understand that. You know what I mean? Like if you can play these levels, let's bring it down. If you can play these levels up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and then pullbacks, and when there's a change of a lower time frame, market structure down, and all of this, and all of what you're doing, if you're playing with people who have a bit of understanding of what's going on, are all places to return and gain and some of the funds to be able to do what you want to do later on. That's it. But again, don't listen to what I'm saying. Please, I beg you, of the bottom of my heart, just making sure that that's the case, right? That's what I'm trying to explain to everyone. This is what's key to understand. Some alts already at bear market levels. Do you see that? Oh, well, no, you could get lower. Man, I can get lower. I promise you that. If this is turning into, a lower high, that Bitcoin going back to 75 and around the 70 level will be there will be a humongous pullback in alts. I mean, it will be vast, is the best way to put it. A drop down to here would probably be another 40% on all alts. I'll tell you that for sure, in my humble opinion. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am just a person that has no idea what is going on at this present moment. Right. Well, the current rally now, then a short if rejected, and then load. The real money. That's it. That's what I'm going to be talking about in the pro group. That's it. That's it, man. It's not an AI Alvarez. Just stop. Then look, this like idiotic if it was AI. Yeah, bro, give me hopium. I've given hopium. I've done the hopium. It's all recorded. If you want to see where everything is, just go here or here on the tube or on the X, and you will see it all recorded. Everything is there. That's the way it is. Oh man, if it does reject at 98, that will make the head and shoulders. It's not even the head and shoulders. It's just a lower high. It's just a lower high. A lower high with a multiple with a 3-week red candle close is what would be described as a bearish chart pattern movement into that. But if you go back right now, we're still not in bear, right? I just want everyone to understand that we're not in bear. Please give us your opinion on XRP. I'm going to show you. Look, I have a prediction for XRP. I show it every time. I show it every time so people can understand how bullish I am on XRP. You know, XRP is my biggest back. Because look, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you where I think it'll go to. It takes a minute. All right, it takes a minute. You need to give me some time. Let me turn on the fast fast. I think. One second. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the number I think XRP could potentially go to. I think that's where it can go to. That would be. One second. What would that be? That would be a 5,000x. It's about that. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think at $10,000 XRP, that would be worth more. The market cap would be more than the entirety of the world stock market. I think it's plausible. I think I think the market, because market cap doesn't matter with XRP. So 10,000 would be larger than all of the markets in the world combined market cap. Yeah, makes sense. I think it's possible. It's possible. I should put $1 in there. Yeah. $100. That would make me literally the richest man in the world if I put $100 into it now. This is not my. This is a side account. I'm gonna be joking between. Jo- I'm gonna be going between this and my other one because I want to build this up, because if people, these hackers can come and just shut down my account for what, giggles, you know what I mean, full blown giggles rather than anything of real substance, then I need to have something that's a backup. Also, I'm posting all the really good information on the Insta, which is this one here, right there. Do you think this rally will be a long rally, or it will just be short? I think up until a higher low. I mean, a lower high. I did get it. So, if anyone's in XRP, I didn't mean to. It's just a running joke, all right? I actually, honestly, right? The level of resilience of XRP is admirable. I want to say this, right? Its relative strength in relation to anything else is wild, and it shows testament to the holder of XRP. Genuinely. Like, XRP, I mean, I don't know what would make an XRP holder sell XRP. I genuinely don't know what they would do. Like, it's constant. Like, Swift is now not going with XRP. They don't make any money. All the banks that they're supposed to be working with are not really working with them. Their creator constantly sells. Like, he's constantly selling. Like, this dip, it was him selling, right? He's constantly selling, and I don't know what else to say. I I just literally don't know what more will need to be done for XRP holders to sell, and that's what gives me actual hope that this thing could maybe not get to 10,000, but it could potentially do good things in the next run for sure. Just remember, my XRP trade is now 50%, and I always buy when I don't know what to do. This is the thing. It's amazing. I would. It's not 10,000. It's 10,000 rupees. It depends. In 10,000 years, 10,000 rupees could be worth a lot. What I will say is this, right? I'll say this, right? The amount of resilience and the sheer core believer in XRP, it's like a religion. And I don't ever bet against religion, ever. I never bet against religion, because that amount of fundamental level of support will mean that once liquidity comes back, this thing is going to, in my humble opinion, don't listen to what I'm saying. This is not me saying anything. If you believe what I'm saying, you guys are idiots, right? That's it. Rui, that's not Coach JV, all right? That's not Coach JV. Just so you understand, that's not Coach JV. I'm just saying, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think one of literally the biggest TikToker and, you know, our industry influencer would not come to my live. Just saying, all right? I'm just saying that I don't think a guy that has 2 million followers will come here. To He would not come here to try and tell you. He does all the hard work, man. That's why he's big. He does all. He does. He does all the legwork himself. Oh man, that's why he's one of the people. He's one of the people. So- oh, God. Ah, man, that was funny. Just 1 second. Oh man, damn, damn, this guy is legend, legend. 2 million followers and slung it in my life, man. All for you guys. Ah man, oh god, I'm crying. Woo! Ah man, okay, I followed you now just because of your laugh. Thank you so much, but that was so funny. Oh man. Woo! Okay, cool. I need to learn from him. All right. Next live when they're selling those heat patches, I'm gonna be on there grind, grinding for followers. Ah, man, okay, cool. Whew. All right, cool. Right, we're back. We're back. Ah, God, anyway, whatever. Um, Asia will sell off tonight. It could be. Yeah, look, we could get a pullback, or I'd sell my kidney for 50 XRP. Jesus. All right. Okay, cool. Do you know he was a carpenter? Jesus. Um, have you sold your XRP bag? You make crypto fun, lol. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have you sold your XRP bag? I mean, I don't have XRP. I mean, I had it a while. I played it, but I don't. I'm not a long time holder now, unfortunately. What was I saying? All right, look, let's look at some other things, right? Let's go through some other things. If we look at ETH right now, oh, that's depressing on the weekly. Oh my god, don't zoom out. Everyone, just don't zoom out. All right, zooming out will just not make me happy. Right, that's what I'm gonna say. Now look, ETH bounced off a unbelievably important. No, not a carpenter. You didn't know that Jesus was a carpenter. You should look into that. It's quite famous. Um, good. If you guys want to have an understanding what the pro group's like, it's this with like good information. It's just a continuation of this. It's such a great place. Anyway, whatever. Now look, it bounced off a key area. I indicated the 2,755 was a really important area to support, and it's held. Now, whether you have good vibes on H bar going forward, I'll have a look at H bar. H bar's actually not bad, but it's all right. Just careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything be careful. Just at this present moment, be very in my humble opinion, don't listen to what I'm talking about. I'm just an idiot on live, right? I'm waiting for you in my IRL group. Oh my god! All right, okay. People are spamming the live. Oh my lord. Anyway, whatever. Um, we could come and test the 21-day EMA. Now, I will say this. Right? Uh, if anyone messages you, because there's a lot of people spamming my live right now. If anyone messages you, right? It's and it has my name on it. That is not me. I will never message you, ever message you. Please, everyone understand that. Now, what's going on the daily, right? Is these lines converging, especially the 55-day EMA converging here, will act like a magnet. I want everyone to understand that. So this could pull into the 21-day EMA and then reject. Be forewarned about this. This movement up may not be continuous. We could see slowly laddering up or a complete rejection and things can go down, right? I want everyone to understand this. Nothing is guaranteed at the moment. I'm just giving you my humble opinion. Just putting that there, and I'll put that there as well so everyone can understand, right? I'm putting that there so people have an understanding. What's important? I'm not saying this is going to ever happen. There's a possibility. especially as if when you look at the S&P 500. I'm feeling that this thing is going to be moving, especially with what I showed you guys with the data, right? Now, if we look at USDT dominance, this pullback into range. If it loses its 55-day EMA, then we will get a further rally. In my humble opinion, don't listen to what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? This pullback into range will most probably bounce off the 200-day EMA, which is around the 5.58 area. In fact, I'll put the line here. Let me put that there, like that. There, right? Actually, let's go to a larger time frame. Where are we right there? Yeah, if it loses that, it will most probably go and test this 5.57 area, right? Oop, you can't see on the screen. 5.57 area, around this area here. That will be most probably the best place to have a look at where we could go from there, right? If you look at Bitcoin dominance, as I said, the way that the price action is working on this thing, I drew this, predicted it perfectly, hit the level perfectly, and now it's retracing back down. Now, this doesn't mean that this liquidity will go into alts, but it will show that when Bitcoin does move, alts will outperform it in the movement, not in the totality of the value of where you were before, right? That's the thing I want everyone to understand, not at the totality of where it was before. Could you be starting an that white line? Which one? This one? What? I drew freehand. All right. Jesus, it doesn't look perfect, but it's like exactly what happened. Anyway, whatever. That's that situation, right? So I'm thinking something on that level to be moving in that. So, but it doesn't mean that the money will go into alts. It could also be just people selling into stables as well. Let's not forget that, right? It just means that this moving down will mean that alts will have a better move in relation to Bitcoin. Now we look at the DXY. It is fighting for dear life at this level. For dear life. Like, I want everyone to really understand how, like, it is really fighting for dear life. A rejection from here will be spectacular. You will see liquidity coming into this market like you would not believe. Where's gold at? Interesting. That is interesting. Man, he caught it right away in the did you guys look at the gold trade? He caught it there. He caught it at that level. It's wild how he caught that. That's insane. Mad. Now, if we look at the VIX, it's looking okay, actually. It's there's a level of volatility that's reducing, which is a great sign. This is a great sign. Is there a possibility of a big end of year? It could be, yeah. But where that rally will go to will dictate whether we go into a further bearish price action or not, right? Which would be understand is what a bear market is. Do you think Asia is going to sell the pump tonight? Possible, right? It's possible. We'll see what happens. But the Monday range looks good. It looks like we're going to be closing in a very interesting way. You will most probably have a pullback. These type of moves will usually run on those sides, right? Now, if we look at the US 10-year Treasury rates, the rejection of that, you see how important these key factors are. I'll bring this. Where is this one here? Gold. Yeah. You see how important these are. These are the key things to look for, right? Look at the dollar, gold, VIX, and the 10-year Treasury yield, right? If this is coming down, this is coming down, gold is coming down, and the dollar is coming down, all of these threes coming down will mean that a risk on assets will be doing some really, really interesting positive moves. Now, the fact that it's coming down, we're seeing a potential area of rejection of the gold. If this doesn't rally and starts going down, which is a good sign. VIX is coming down, which means the volatility in the market is going down. If we look at the dollar, it looks like it is at a point where it might reject. Please. So this is your new account for sure. I mean, How do you want me to answer that question? You guys are sounding like TikTok. They asked me. I had to say. They asked me if it was me, and I'm like, can you prove it's you? I'm like, I mean, I did on the account. You guys have my details. He was like, yeah, that is true. Like, what's happening right now? But they gave it back to me. I love you, TikTok. You guys are my best friends. Please, please, please stop. Please. Now, where are we? Total market cap is very interesting right now, right? Because we have a clear shift of market structure right now. Clear, right? Clear shift of market structure. Now, the next level that if this, and I'll leave it on this note, this lovely note here, right? If this can surpass and gain acceptance above the 3.1 trillion, that's going to be very, very good. It's going to be very, very, very good. I want everyone to really understand that. It's really cool. Like, if it can get above there, but I would expect some form of rejection around the 3.3 trillion level. Watch this carefully, right? This is on the 15-minute. I'm just like small level, because on the largest level you can't really tell. The actual market, the levels are massive. But I would say you see how important, like, you look at these key pivot points, and that's one of the pivot points in the 3.1 trillion is a key pivot point. Where I would say, you know, we're on like Donkey Kong, like, yo, let's go. You know, when people shout, let's go, number is 3.24 trillion. And that's it. Good. Are you guys entertained? Am I feeling hate? Do I get hate now? Is hate something that's natural comes to you guys, or are we all good? Yay, nay? Any questions, guys? Any questions at all? Thank you so much, Baz, for the gifts. You guys are incredible. Honestly, it means a lot. You guys, it means a lot that you guys are here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be a full blown rotation now. So unfortunately, because of the how quickly and easily are you sure this is you? What do you want me to show you? I have something to show you, man. I can show you. I can show you, but make sure your wife's not in the room. I don't want her changing her mind. Sorry, you made you made me say that. All right, love and all that kind of stuff. All right, I don't want there to be questions. All right, I want there to be just full love. Temptation is the king of all something. I don't know. There's a saying, something like that. Now that's where we are, right? That's the situation where it is. I'm going to be rotating, so that's why. Let me show this to you guys as well. I'll show it very quickly, and I won't show it again. If you guys go to my, there we go here. 1 second. Your channels, right? Right. This is how you get into to anywhere you want to get to, right? What's this graph? It's not my graph, it's the channel, right? And what was that? If you go here, oh, you can't see it. Go here, and then you go here. Open that up. Oop. This will give you this, right? And only here, only here will you be able to gain access to me to ask me if you want to join either the pro or anything on that level. It's the only way, right? Make sure you guys all understand that factor. If you want to have access there, this is a completely with no like bars. Anyone can come into it. Anyone can do that. But again, I will not be messaging you. I will not be messaging you in any way whatsoever. I'm just saying it now over and over again, because what happens is that people go, "Oh, did you miss? Wait, was that you?" And I'm like, I will not message you. Is that fair? You guys understand? All right. Okay, cool. Look, I'm going to say thank you so much to all the TikTok lot. I'm going to talk about a few more things on the Tube and X. If you guys, anyone that wants to go there, if you want to join and continue on, you can check it there and we can go from there. Do you respond? I respond to every message that message me. I am possibly the most accessible KOL in this industry. Everyone can have messaged me, can talk to me, can ask me questions. Even in the program chat, it's there. I'm always there. Every day you will see me. Right? It's really easy. I don't gatekeep myself away from everyone, and anyone who's in that group can access me and ask me questions. I might not always be able to answer them because, you know, I'm a busy guy, but if I can, I will answer them. All right, guys, on the TikTok, love, affection. I'll catch you guys later. And then we'll move on to the Tube. All right, there we go. That's all good. Now, guys on the Tube, I will say this. All right, anyone that is here that wants to join the pro group, right? 3.24 is a little way off. Oh, you guys are. Oh, it's a bit delayed. The chat. I need to somehow sort out the delay of that chat. Anyone that wants to get into the pro group, if you want to, you don't need to. Please understand. You don't need to go in there. If you want anything more, anything on that level that you want to play with, from today onwards, right? I might give it one more day buffer because there's people going to be recording this and listening to it. From today onwards, the price is going up. I have to, because I'm adding constantly new people on there. There are very little groups that are as good as mine, that have this broad spectrum of information that's going to be coming into there. We have gold traders, we have scalpers, we have I'm trading there. There's market information, market analysis. There's going to be full that you'll see what happens when you see Matrix. It's like wild psychedelic crap that's going to be coming. Whole bunch of stuff is going to be there, and I'm literally using that to spend on them. That's it. If you want to join, you can join. If not, you don't. If anyone that wants to, as I said, all the thing, just go into to Learn by Alvarez, message me there, and we can move on from there. All right. Again, I will not be messaging you. All right. Love, affection, all that kind of stuff. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.